woman comes in carrying a vacuum cleaner and asks for help.
Ma'am, the appliance repair store is just right around the corner.
We can figure this out at home, babe.
No, we need professional help. I don't want it damaged.
That's something we can agree on?
Not just two privates.
I've been doing this for a number of years now. When you think you've seen everything, something new comes along and it never gets old. He's holding on very gingerly to the vacuum hose and appears to be very anxious and in a lot of pain.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you, baby.
He gave her a look at one point, which said to me apparently there was something more going on. The vacuum hose was attached to his penis and his left testicle was trapped inside. I'm concerned about testicular rupture due to trauma. That would affect fertility as well as hormone production. I realize we're not dealing with just an ordinary vacuum cleaner hose. There's some coil inside, which is industrial grade metal and obviously very sturdy. That ups the ante considerably. I'm concerned that there's a hematoma here cutting off circulation. We only have a period of 6 hours to save the testicle or else gangrene sets in.
What does that mean?
Means that the circulation to the testicle has been cut off and it may die and would have to be removed.
What?
Unless we act quickly. So how did this happen?
Well, I came home and found him this way.
You found me?
He was trying to use the vacuum cleaner, and he's never used it before, so.
This was a huge mistake. I'm sorry.
I can't get it off.
She tried to help him take the hose off of his genitals, but nothing worked.
We have to go to the hospital.
The hospital? They'll think we're crazy.
I'm sure they've seen worse, right?
How long has he been this way?
Maybe 2 hours?
This means we only have 4 hours to save the testicle.
I can't believe he was playing with it.
That's not what happened.
I'm honey, but these things happen.
I had a strong suspicion I wasn't getting the whole story from this couple. When I examined his genital region, I see swelling and bruising. The scrotal sac could be compromised, and of course, the penis could be suffering injury as well. At this point, there's only one option.
We gotta cut it off.
My penis!
No, he's talking about the hose, not your penis.
What? You're not breaking my Power Master 5000.
The wife seems to be more concerned about the vacuum than her husband.
Will insurance buy me a new vacuum cleaner?
I highly doubt that.
You don't want to wreck your vacuum, but it's okay to embarrass me to death?
I'm thinking, I suspect there's a little bit more going on here than meets the eye.
Fine, just get it over with. But gentle.
Okay, it's time to start cutting.
I love you.
Even without a penis?
Reluctantly, he agreed to have the procedure performed. This is not the first time that I've cut an object off the penis. In fact, I recall one case where a man had his genitals trapped in a thick metal ring, and I had to call the fire department to bring a pair of heavy bolt cutters to set him free. Dan, the ring is off. So I have some expertise in this area. I attempted to cut through the vacuum hose with a cast cutter. No luck. I tried to cut through the hose with trauma shears. No success. All we did was shake the hose around and cause the patient a lot more pain. I need to come up with a creative solution. I called the hospital engineer and see what he could do to help me.
All right, what's the... Oh, Doc. You have to start warning me about these situations.
Not enough time. We were using the trauma shears, the cast cutter, and nothing was working. Do you have anything sharper? We only have about 2 hours before the testicle will be at risk for gangrene.
Doc, the hose is too twisted for the tools that I have.
All right, thanks for coming by.
How are we going to save my manhood?
Every now and then, I'm forced to think way outside the box for a creative solution, and this was one of those now and thens. I sent my resident Chris to the hardware store to get a diamond-tipped saw blade.
Doc, this is unbearable. Can I get some pain meds?
Ted, I have Nurse Ted give him something to relax him.
Okay, great.
Chris comes back with the diamond-tipped saw blade. I begin cutting the vacuum hose with the saw.
You did it again, Doc.
Success. Everyone heaves a great sigh of relief, but our celebration is short-lived. It's clear that his genitals are swollen, they're bruised, they really look to be in poor shape.
I'm worried we may not have gotten it off in time.
I call for the ultrasound machine and Nurse Ted brings it to the bedside.
There's a hematoma of the penis, but that doesn't concern me. What I am concerned about is the hematocele.
Because of the size of the hematocele, which is a collection of blood, it was very likely that the circulation to the testicle was compromised.
Is that bad?
Yes, we have to operate immediately or else. If there's something you're not telling us, now would be the time.
No more silly lying. I know this is embarrassing, Di, but this is testicle life and death.
Maybe he wasn't just playing with the vacuum. It's possible that we were trying to spice things up.
And this is when they finally came clean. They were trying something new sexually. She'd like to dress up and put on one of his suits, and apparently the patient enjoyed dressing up as a maid.
Do the dusting next.
Yes, ma'am.
Why doesn't the naughty maid put a brush on the vacuum hose?
He started using the vacuum cleaner on her. She liked it so much she wanted to do the same for him. When she went to do that, the attachment apparently fell off that they were using. The vacuum cleaner suction being so powerful, apparently it was immediately drawn to the genitals. And trapped the penis and the testicle.
Are you okay? Oh my God.
And that's how they wound up in the emergency department.
I was just trying to spice things up. I knew the Power Master had powerful suction, but I didn't realize how strong it was.
I'm glad that the truth finally came out. It is important for me to know exactly what happened.
I thought that saying that he was playing with the vacuum would be less embarrassing than admitting our kinky truth.
No, not the case.
The patient's wife was embarrassed and apologized to me for not telling the truth up front.
Unfortunately, there's still work to be done. I have to open up the area around the testicle, drain the blood out, and close it back up.
And then he'll be good as new.
If it hasn't been too long.
The vacuum attachment caused some pretty extreme damage, so my patient has been wheeled off to surgery. And we're racing against the clock, trying to save his left testicle.
Here, this will probably taste a lot better than those nails.
This day has not turned out as planned.
The surgery is a success. The patient is wheeled back to the emergency department.
The operation was a complete success.
I gave the big sigh of relief.
Now, the healing process might be a little painful, so he'll need to take it easy for about a week. And no vacuum cleaners, especially around the genitals.
I warned him that the vacuum cleaner is very powerful and should never be used sexually. He could return to business as usual. As long as business does not involve a vacuum.
Case closed. Another day, another penis saved.
Yes, good job, Doc.